The Lion King is officially 30 years old. Welcome back to the Voiceovers Podcast. I'm 24K Logan.
Can you run a glow, man?
Bro, Lion King is 30 years old, bro. A movie that is near and dear to my heart. I easily have The Lion King as the greatest animation film of all time in the discussion. I mean, I have it above Toy Story. I have it above Incredibles. I have it above Finding Nemo. I have it above Spider-Verse. Any animated movie you want to throw out there, I have The Lion King as number one.
Okay, because you was naming Pixar movies at first. I was like, dang, what you got against Pixar?
No, I don't have nothing against Pixar.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people choose Toy Story over Lion King.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not a bad pick,
Right,
but...
So let's go into this, a little trivia. So this guy right here, growing up, his favorite movie, that and Spider-Man, his favorite movies. And like I said, we always been movie girls, so this is destined to happen to be here in this moment. But so he just always had Lion King playing, and then one time we got second one, Simba's Pride.
Yes.
And then we got the third one, 1.5, which is my personal favorite. But we're gonna talk about 1.5 some later date. But to continue with this though, it's an overall great story. It starts off. This king looking over his kingdom. He has a son with him. His son gets into a little trouble. He helps him out. Then his son gets into trouble a second time. He helps him out, but unfortunately passes away. I mean, everybody knows the story.
Yeah.
And then his son returns and is crowned king. It's a great story. Apparently it's inspired by the Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Yes,
you look at the storyline. And just overall, the soundtrack too. Can we talk about that?
One of the greatest soundtracks in history.
I mean, Circle of Life. Just Can't Wait to Be King. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? I mean, come on, that's my jam right there.
When you think about the overall lore of the Lion King, the entire Lion King brand, going all the way from the original film to the Lion Guard. I even think about the Broadway musical that, of course, is literally based on the 1994 animated film. The entire lore of the Lion King is like one of the greatest worldwide phenoms ever.
Yeah. Dang, I forgot about Lion Guard. I remember it came out with Disney Junior. I was like, dang, is Disney Junior? But then we watched it. I mean, it was cool. It was still cool. Dang, you hit me with something just now about, dang, I forgot about that. But also just the pop culture references, and like you said, Broadway. That was pretty cool to see. I mean, we haven't seen it yet, but hey, one day we got to go to a Broadway show.
Absolutely. And of course, everybody knows about the Lion King story. That's probably what drew me so close to it as a kid. Was the innocence of Simba, the trials and the tribulations that he had to go through at a very young age. Of course, losing his father. And going through this journey of it's like he almost forgot where he came from. He actually did forget where he came from. And he had moments in the film that was like flashing him back to reality, like, this is who I am, this is where I'm from, I gotta go back home and I gotta make things right. And I feel that it's a lot of real life themes to that. A lot of people forget where they come from. And Simba was trying to run away from his problems, not facing his problems head on. But once his father, Mufasa, of course, had appeared in the sky and, gave him that speech, the legendary "Remember Who You Are," it was a moment like, okay, this is who I am. It's time to do what's right. Go back home, fix things, take my land back, take my kingdom back, my family's kingdom, my father's kingdom. Take my place as king and get the Pride Lands back to where it has been at for many years. That theme of forgetting where you come from and never forgetting your roots. I think that's what I get the most out of the Lion King, and staying true to who you are. I think that's why I enjoy the movie so much.
Yeah, or like. It further goes back into it. Right before the "Remember Who You Are" scene, Rafiki was with him.
Yes.
And he had hit him upside the head. And he was like, "What was that for?" And he was like, "It hurts." And then he was talking about like the past can hurt. He would say you can either run from it or you can learn from it.
Well, yeah, learn from it. Yes.
Yeah. So he basically swung it at him again, and he dodges.
Yep.
And he learned from his past. He learned from his mistakes. So in the second time around, he was ready for it because he'd seen it before. And it was crazy because, like, for his like teenage years, he was just eating grub and like bugs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And he comes back and he just faces Scar head on, who had way more experience fighting lions or whatever. But you know, when the story starts off, Scar wasn't really in the Pride Lands. He was just on the side or whatever. But you know, and like you said, the lore behind it, like what was in his father's name? What was all that about? You know, remember?
Talking about Mufasa?
Yeah, Mufasa and Scar is their father.
Their father.
Yeah, the lore stories. Remember?
I believe in the books, their father's name was Ahadi. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section.
We'll verify.
But I believe it is Ahadi. That's in the books. And there is, well, of course, everyone knows the news of, because of a trailer drop, there is a Mufasa movie premiering in theaters in December. We're going to be talking more about that as the year goes on. I'm very curious to see what they do with that, because I feel that movie could be a very important part of the whole Lion King legacy, because we are witnessing a prequel story to arguably the most powerful character, or the most important character in the whole Lion King universe. Yes, Simba is the most popular, arguably, but Mufasa is like he was the glue that held the Pride Lands together before Simba.
Yeah, like shout out to James Earl Jones. Like that performance, like
you will never get a voice performance that good, that great ever again. I don't, and I'm the actor that they casted. I believe they casted an actor for Mufasa.
Oh yeah, it's not
for
even,
the prequel.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing how the actor does, but I think because we have all grown so accustomed to James Earl Jones doing the voice of Mufasa, some big shoes to fill. That is arguably, I know it's easily one of the greatest voiceovers in history.
Yeah, voiceovers, and you know I'm inspired voice actor myself, so you look up to people like James Earl Jones, and just that voice, like him, James Avery, God rest his soul, very great voice actors, you know, and just overall, this movie definitely top 3 Disney movies ever for me. I don't know what I put, because I'm a Ratatouille kind of guy, but but Lion King is definitely up there. Disney they dropped some bangers back then. They still kind of do, but just something about that era. And
also Lion King, to this day, of course, there hasn't been 2D. I think the last 2D animated film, at least for Disney, was Princess and the Frog. But to this day, Lion King is the highest grossing 2D animated film of all time. And I believe that they're going to re-release it in theaters this week.
Oh yeah, because 30th. Yeah, I saw Plushes today. I don't know if you saw that with me, but yeah.
Yeah. But that'll do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As we said early on in the video, The Lion King is near and dear to both of our hearts, especially mine. Like I said, I easily have The Lion King as the greatest animated film of all time, and I don't ever think that will change. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. As we said, we got plenty of content on the way, especially in the world of film and television. But until next time, peace and love to everybody.